Here's my thoughts on Caboolture and Moorayfield area, and Beenleigh, I'll cover that in a second. So Caboolture and Moorayfield are suburbs of Moreton Bay Regional Council, for those people that don't know. I think Caboolture West will go into oversupply, and Caboolture as a whole will go into oversupply once Caboolture West, the priority development area, really starts to take shape. But I think there's still really like another 3 or 4 years before that's even going to kick off to the capacity where they're going to be building like a mass amount of homes. So I think there's going to be 3, 4, 5 years before that even really kicks off. Morayfield area, I'm developing in a suburb called Morayfield South, which is an area in transition. There's something like 10 or 15,000 homes to go in there. I'm just doing small developments in comparison. So, a couple of hundred lots here, 100 lots there. So I'm actually very bullish on Morayfield area because that's really the only growth corridor or the only major growth corridor in Moreton Bay Regional Council. And the values, when you compare it to other areas of Moreton Bay, are still really affordable in comparison. So I think the value proposition in Morayfield for a new upcoming area is actually pretty good. That doesn't mean to say that over the next 12 months values will do nothing, but I think long term, maybe 3 to 5 years and beyond, when supply is tight, I think that those areas will do pretty well. And it's costing more for developers like me to develop or deliver properties. So it can only mean that the cost is one part of the equation, and then the end value has to be affected subsequently if developers spending more to deliver land and deliver houses. As for Beenleigh is located in Logan City Council. Logan City Council is between Brisbane and the Gold Coast, whereas Moreton Bay and those other suburbs is between Brisbane and the Sunshine Coast, for those people that don't know. So Beenleigh as a whole and Logan as a whole, I don't really like Logan. I'm a bit more pessimistic on that area because Logan does have a lot of supply coming online. But again, I still think for this next few years, I think Logan will still be in undersupply until it catches up. But there's going to be areas that are going to go into oversupply. Like you've got Lend-Lease developing Yarrabilba, which is like 20,000 homes, and you've got Flagstone, you've got Fraser's over there, you've got Avid Property Group, I think it is. So there's a lot of supply coming to the south. There's Greenbank, off memory, I think it's Greenbank that Stockland are doing. So there's a lot of supply coming to the southern region of Logan. Whereas if you're in a more affluent area of Logan where you're not going to go into oversupply, then I think the market will probably still do pretty well, providing that people haven't gone and overpaid the last couple of years and sort of overinflated that market. That's just my take on both those areas. I really like the suburbs to the north in Moreton Bay, like I said, and then South Logan, I'd be a little bit more selective because there's so much supply coming online, even in the short term.